Good morning, as the Germans who say, Guten Morgen, wie geht es, yes, geht. Hi. That is the morning for you on Sports Review every Saturday from Monday to Friday. We look at issues that started from Monday to Friday. And you know them, of course. You didn't get opportunity to contribute. You didn't get opportunity to argue. Yes, the issues this morning will be that the supporters, are they going or not? The minister said categorically that we are not sending supporters to Brazil. They come back and say, hey, no, you need to send supporters. Then, if we are going to start Brazil with supporters, we are not going with more than 500. And the supporters union, we have over 38 supporters union. And the minister says that, hey, you need to put an end to the formation of supporters union because, hey, tomorrow, multi-TV supporters union. Yesterday, Chia supporters union. Over 38 of them. Why? Can we come? Initially said they were coming under one group. What happened? We'll get one of them here in the studio to tell us before the discussion. We'll go on. The Black Stars budget. Finally, it was approved. And whether the appearance fee was included or not, we'll tell you. And Coach Kosiapia and 4 of his technical members, the team, Maxwell Kunedu, goalkeeper trainer, and doctor of the Black Stars are off to Liverpool to go and understudy. What? For the World Cup? Hey, at club level, people have started raising question marks. Is it necessary that we start this venture at this time where people are playing friendlies, people are studying World Cup winning coaches? We are moving to clubs to understudy coaches of English Premier League sides, and also we'll be looking at the black maidens. I may say they did very well against Germany, and so we'll be looking at that big one as well. So this and many more on the show is the Sports Review with me, Tony Bebli. So you are part of the show, and as I said, the discussion will go. It's a 75,000. They were demanding 100,000, and the ministry says that no, we are giving them 75,000. Are the players going to play wholeheartedly? Because if they could demand and you don't give to them, then what is going to happen? Hey, budget. 24.775 million Ghana cedis. Too much or not? That is $9.8 million for World Cup. And so, most people are raising eyebrows. We'll be looking at that. And Accra has to fuck. Within a week, Mohamed Polo has sacked. Let me say, he said that he doesn't want to work with his backroom staff and he wants a change. So, hey, Jacob Nete and Ben Tetevi and Benaje all gone home. And they now have Amenkwa Mereku and Ibn Dida, all former players of Accra. This and many more on the show, you'll be looking at that. And so, stay put, stick to the dial and the station. Of course, Joy Sports on Multi TV, and it's a sports review. I'm going for my first commercial break, and when I come back, Guntu will come and join me, and we'll be looking at Misuga, one of the biggest supporters union in this country. Over 600 of them are moving to Brazil. From what came from the budget, and there's minister is saying they are not going. What are preparations? If you want to go and you want to join any supporters union, please, then I recommend Misuga. My man Polo 4040, Guntu himself. We'll be doing an interview here. So all those in the region, Tamale, Bolga, Volta region, Keta, Aplao, Denu, Dadafienu, Fumbisi, Navrongo. Hey, if you want to go to Brazil, then stay put and listen to what they are going to tell you if you want to be a supporter. Then you know what I'm going to talk about. There's a many more on the show. And so I'll be going for my first commercial break. And when I come back, we move straight into action. Welcome back from that commercial break. And don't forget, you're still on a sports review on a Saturday morning where the discussions are here, which are part of the show. And whatever happened from Monday to Friday, you didn't get opportunity to contribute. You didn't get opportunity to listen to the analysts. And so many things, and history will be told also on this show when it comes to James Oyedeji. And is this soft-spoken up? I know. Hard speaking. Quickly, without wasting time, let me welcome Guntu Awal Musugo. What are the supporters should be sent to the World Cup or not, and the issues, whether the budget will cover them, whether government is ready to send over 1,000, because South Africa, we took over 1,000 of them. This time, no cash. And how are they going? And I know, Misiga, they have over 600 passports with African origin, the only authentic travel agent that will be sending you to South Africa. If you want to go to South Africa, please don't join any travel agency, but just join Africa Origin. So, hey, Guntu, welcome.
Thank you.
I've been missing your meetings. The invitation comes very late. So, but quick one, are we going to South Africa? Hey, sorry, are we going to Brazil?
Surely, we are going to Brazil.
Because the minister says that for supporters, lie.
He's right in saying so, because at least day in, day out, every day, as I'm speaking with you now, a new supporters union is being formed. So why should the minister allow...
he's saying that there should not be, from today, yesterday, no supporters union. So how many supporters unions do we have now?
The last time that I checked, it was 73.
73 supporters
union. That we know, recognize. But after we form Ghana supporters, we put the number down to 33. This 33, after the Ghana-Egypt match that we've qualified, it started sprinkling up again. Now,
so which was the latest one they wanted to form that the minister says no?
Oh, plenty.
Chia
and Komenini, Atubuges, every name that is maybe popular in Ghana, just use the name Asantima, and they put Otunfo's picture there. Golden Age, they put Chief Imam picture. All these things that they are doing, I don't understand them. So the minister is right in saying that we shouldn't, he's not going to tolerate any new supporters union. So he has directed the chief director that anybody who come to the office with a letter, he shouldn't recognize that supporters union.
70?
More than 70.
70.
As we are speaking now, maybe there are some people at the corner, some corner there, they are trying to form new supporters union again.
A multi-TV supporters union, they are trying to.
I know you will even have some.
So we're still on the supporters for the World Cup. I'm going to, supporters role. Opari has always argued that without the supporters, we can play anywhere. And I know you also debunk because you were in Egypt with us, you were in Zambia with us, everywhere we went, you were there. The fact that we don't have money and this time we should drop the supporters, will it have any effect?
It may have and it might not, because at least if we watch this CHAN tournament, when we were playing the penalties against Libya, we lost 2 of our penalties. Then Sibadams realized that no, the supporters should cheer him up. He's going to do something. And when he entered the goalpost, he left the goalpost again and came. When he did that, then we started shouting. Hey! Then we said, when we were shouting, then he entered the goalpost, he saved 1. When he
so that was what worked.
It worked 100%. When we were playing against Nigeria again, the same thing happened. I said to Atobra. When we were in the extra time, the second half, remaining about 8 minutes to full time, we reach 8 minutes. If we cheer them on, at least they can manage for the draw and go and win the penalty. So he came to the supporters again and shout. When he did that, and then the whole stadium, the Nigerians have to put their brass band and there, because we were few because of this same thing, cash trap. We were 89 that went to South Africa to support the CHAN team. The whole Ghana, 89, out of which Millennium were able to take 44, then Gansu took 7, Insu 7, Apurugu 7, Proso brought 4, Nassad.
Proso?
Yes, the Progressive Supporters Union of Ghana.
Maybe before you leave, you mentioned about 30 of the supporters.
Oh, I will mention them.
Which Opari will always condemn.
I will mention them because they are in my head, because I've been working with them since.
But you see, when you go to Nigeria, there's one supporters union. When you go to Ivory Coast, there's one supporters union. When it comes to Ghana, Accra alone, you are getting over 40 plus.
We shall try and do our best to make sure that we put the number
down
to at least 5. From the 5, we bring it to 3. Then from the 3, we sit down again and make sure that maybe after World Cup, maybe if we go to Brazil, we'll sit down with the high hierarchy and then we make sure that we bring the number down to, let's say, 5. So if we come back, before we go to Morocco, surely Ghana is going to Morocco. Because these blasters, they must try and win something from other Ghana. So they should put their whole trust, at least World Cup Brazil, we are going to the medal zone. We should try and be in the medal zone.
Are you confident that we reach the medal zone?
Inshallah. If we're able to reach the medal zone, if we come to AFCON, Morocco, we don't have any excuse if we don't win there.
AFCON.
Yes. Because they should try and win something from other Ghana. That is our. You've qualified 3 times. You've done so many. You've achieved so many things, but you have nothing to write home about. So at least this, our supporters too, we will do our best to make sure that we put the number down at least to 5 or so.
Okay, this week it came about with a budget. There was no budget for you, and Minister says that you people are not going. You have over 600 passports with African origin. So how are you going to fund yourself? You don't have sponsors. The government says it's not going to. So are you? I mean, I was a little bit disturbed that I know some are saying that. I mean, the few people that will be sent, if the FA people and journalists and whoever will be sent should be transformed as supporters, because at the end of the day, you people, when you go there, you need to be paid. You need to take per diem. I don't know whether it's true.
Oh, it is true and it is not true. That's why we had a press conference that we want at least to be airlifted to Brazil. And then the internal transportation too, we want to be given to us. Accommodation should be given to us.
Then what makes you a supporter?
But for the feeding, we are capable of doing it ourselves.
So for this time, you want to feed yourself?
Like what you are saying, that you will tell supporters, they will tell journalists to support us. It happened in Maputo. Maputo, I think none of the supporters came.
You were the only person?
I'm the only person. And then I'm the only person cheering.
Yeah.
The journalists were doing their work. You can't ask journalists to leave his work. He's going to report something, you ask him to come and support. So it won't work. So all what we are going to say now is we are appealing to the corporate bodies. All the letters that we wrote, because millennials of that senior, we have a group of those who can think ahead of time for us. So they are doing a very good job. As at now, we spread about 18.
But Opare keeps on asking this question that if people say you are sacrificed, going to fly you in, I fly you out, I give you food, what do you do?
Oh, we do a lot. We contribute a lot.
Like
what we've been doing is that you fly us in, fly us out. What about the feeding?
Most of the time you are fed.
Most of the time we are fed. What about when there's nothing at all?
There's no food.
There's no food. There's no transportation. There's no airline ticket.
Have you been to places like that?
Several.
Oh, okay.
Several places. We went to this Chan tournament. Who gave us a dime?
Nobody
gave us anything.
Which the public doesn't know.
The public doesn't know. We went to Babayara to cheer Blaster against Egypt. We sent 10 buses. Each bus cost 18,800 Ghana, which is 18,000. We paid. Nobody gave us a dime. You see, we've been doing so many things that Turkey. Turkey. Look at Istanbul to Kaysar. We went by bus for 19 hours. We're sitting in the bus to go and cheer under 20.
Okay. So good to now. Government says so. So what are you asking government to do for you now?
What we are asking government to do for us is at least government, the letter that we wrote, government should follow up. Because these companies, I know, if without the government intervention, they will not mind you. So government should follow up and ask the companies. And the companies too, I'm begging them, I'm pleading with them. They should realize that if you are sponsoring the supporters and then you've kit us, because the kitting is very important. Brand us with your company's name. Anytime Asamoah will score a goal, Asamoah will not run to Americans. You will come to us And then when we also join him in the celebration, you realize that your this thing will be
so we will use multi-TV.
Like I'm doing to millions of this now. You see.
So if multi-TV should sponsor you, that's the same thing.
That is the easiest.
So we can just give you T-shirts. You want just T-shirts?
No. T-shirt cannot do anything.
But you said you wanted something.
No, not the branding alone. If you brand us, at least now that we are crying that government should not feed anybody, that means you should prepare at least if you give us the feeding allowance for taking care everything. Because in Millennium we have some people who can cook. I mean not cook, who can consume. So if you are saying for taking care, we should.
No, I know Polo doesn't consume.
Polo doesn't like food.
Your man. You know
Colozo. Colozo and I, and then some group of people among us there. We don't joke.
So we have less than 2 months to go, almost 80-something days to go to the World Cup.
We don't see it as 80-something days. We see it as the 30 days in April and then 31 days in May. Finish. So we have 61 days to Millennium. We have 61 days. So we move. We are moving.
So when the message came and my government says it wasn't going to sponsor you, how was the feeling like?
We realized this thing. We know this thing will be coming once we were in South Africa for the Chan tournament. So when we came, we realized that, hey, we told our members. So our members are well prepared. That's why look at this visa that you saw. You saw us taken to Africa origin. We've paid for it already. So governments.
But Brazil visas are not yet in.
They are not yet in. But when they are in, we'll do another press conference to let the whole nation know how many people we are taking to.
So what is delaying the visas?
Maybe it's a very big company, Africa Origin Travel and Tour. It's a very big company. It's waiting to gather all the passports and send it once. Maybe that's what is delaying. I don't think, because we finished with everything, all what he asked us to do, we've done it and we've given it to him.
So you are sure that you people will go, whether government supports or government doesn't, for you being Brazil?
That one is a must.
If government supports?
Government doesn't support, we shall go to Brazil. But
how many people are you
The number is the problem. Because if we can go to Brazil and go and cheer the blaster, this was not local blaster, Boga blasters. How can you go with 30, 40 or 50?
So how many?
You can't cheer
government. Government says there's no money. How many do you expect to be?
If government says there's no money, we should understand. At least like what Honorable Minister said. He said, don't expect it to be in thousands or half of thousand.
So
but we are appealing to him, should make it half of thousand. Because if we are taking supporters, not spectators, I think we can do something. If 500 can go to Brazil, and I'm begging the Honorable Minister, if he's taking 500 and the 500 fly to Brazil, we shouldn't add any supporters again. But sometimes, I don't know, anytime Ghana is playing and then we are qualifying, and then the government realized that let us add more of the supporters.
That's what
they came in, then we lose. I don't understand.
So
like South Africa.
So you are advising government that
if those
we
who are progressing, if they move and we are progressing, they should stop. They shouldn't bring anybody. Those who can come can be the ministry, GFA officials, those who will bring ideas to the team. But as for the support, the moment we go in our 500,
they should not add.
They shouldn't add anybody again.
Okay, Guntu. Finally, Guntu, everybody thinks that most people are saying that this World Cup is going to be difficult. You were in 2010 and you saw what happened. Do you think that the Black Stars can go far? Because if we are out, you're also out.
With determination, the players, they should put in their money. Like I said
but we're complaining about the appearance fee and so on.
The complaint too is too much. I don't understand.
We are suffering.
None of them.
We are suffering.
No media was able to substantiate that the budget was 20 million before it was cut down to 10 million. Nobody. So I don't understand why they started speculating. 20 million. Hey, no light, no water. Look, no light, no water. Let the Black Stars win the World Cup and come to Ghana. Nobody will be talking about lights or this thing. Everybody will, hey, you can't pay for the glory of Black Stars winning the World Cup. How can you pay? Yeah. Even His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will give 1 week holiday for us to be merrymaking, to enjoy. But to win a World Cup,
It's not easy.
It's some small money, $35 million or so.
Yeah.
But
the glory
alone is more than $35 quadrillion. You see. So I mean, that's the main reason why the government started crying that there's no money.
Okay.
Because if people are you say Blasters are taking $20 million, what of the rest? That means supporters will take about 10. If they are taking about thousands, they'll take about 30 million. 30 million. In case we go there and win the World Cup, that would be 30 million gone already, which we are going to be left with 5 million. So it is work done zero. Okay. So at least you are a journalist. Go to the minister. Minister, how much was the budget and how much?
They're not ready to give you such information.
I mean, you're a journalist. You should push the ministers. Push them. They'll tell you it is your work.
Duty. Okay.
You've gone to school to learn journalism. So you should go to them. At least
force them to give you the answer.
If possible, you can be like Anas Army or Anas. Go and get information. Make sure that you get
then maybe Opari will do that for us. Okay, going to your final words. Time is fast spent.
The final word is that what I'm saying that all the supporters should calm down. The ministry is doing all it can to send harmful supporters to Brazil. So whatever slow that you've been given, we want everybody to calm down. We manage it.
But definitely, Misuga will get the best of.
Misuga is the Chinese. We are the biggest,
okay,
the largest. We have, but if the ministers should divide the slot into regions alone, that one will even take all. Because we have branches in all the regions, all the 10 regions.
Novota region,
Banka, Bolga, Wa, Tamale, Sunyani, Kumasi, Takwa. Even on Sunday, you see millennial supporters, cheering.
Meetings.
Yes, no, the Mediama
team. Okay.
Every time they are playing, you should study the millennials of just we go to them, we cheer them up. So if the millennials are getting something, I wonder why people should complain. Even though people don't complain, because all the supporters that we are seeing in Ghana, whenever we travel, they put their hand behind their back, and then they see what we can do. And then we also take the challenge on us. Anytime we see them, we have to accommodate some of them, we have to feed some of them, we have to do so many things for them. So we are appealing to corporate bodies. Don't forget Ghana supporters. And Millennium, don't forget us. Because we can do so many things that we wanted to do for you.
So Thursday you have a meeting?
Seriously.
So I'll be there.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So that is Millennium Supporters Union, the man Guntu Awal speaking to us right here. And I know Opari will come, James Oyedeji will come, and Opari says that, hey, these supporters. But if Minister says we should not go with more than 500, then it's really going to be difficult. If you have over 70 associations, hey, then it's really going to be difficult for Ghana, because I hear the US of A, they've bought the match that will be playing against them. They've squandered, and maybe if we should go, we just have some few people. And as Guntu just said, it is rather intimidating when you have more of your supporters on the pitch, and we'll see what will happen. And so that was it. So if you're a supporter and you belong to any of them, you've heard it, they're appealing to the corporate bodies. Without you, they can't survive. They know that branding is key. Maybe Multi-TV will just provide them T-shirts. And Guntu says that no T-shirt alone, you need to add something to it. So I'll go for another commercial break, and when I come back, hey, James Oyedeji is already here. On Opari also will join me, and maybe Guntu will listen to the analysis, because, hey, they don't believe in supporters, because, hey, you fly in, out, we feed you, and what are you sacrificing? Let me go for a commercial break. When I come back, straight into action. Welcome back from the break, and that was Guntu Awal speaking to Misuga. I know Polo 4040 and Colozo is also watching, and these are the guys we'll be sending to Brazil. You know, the team of multimedia, we are set to go and deliver in Brazil. So definitely we'll be with the team, and everybody knows the team that will be there. Africa #1 will be there. I mean, everybody will be there. I mean, the gurus will be there to bring you all the exclusives, what will happen in the camps, the secret ones, you should know. I'm good to know what we were talking about. Those who will be bringing yellow CCs and everything. We know what we will do. Let me welcome the gentleman right here in the studio, James Oyedeji, always with, hey, James, where from this paper?
Fake documents.
Oh, I've never brought documents. This is a list.
But you brought some dollar books some time ago.
Yes, I said, okay, today I brought a list of
coaches,
world-class coaches.
But Kusiapia was 42nd.
That's what I'm saying. That he's going to play against people who are in the top 10.
Okay, so we'll come to that. Oh, right, you just said the supporters, a quick one. And I know you're always on the supporters, but if you explain about sometimes, Guntu said sometimes they feed themselves, they do, but they don't come out to say it. Sometimes they get support from some players, and I think that our players have been unfair to these supporters. Because when you go to Ivory Coast, Drogba does it, Carlo Dems does it. When you go to Nigeria, and one could I quite remember, I mean, when you go to Nigeria and you talk about Kwano, the supporters will not allow you to talk about it.
And Taribo West.
Taribo. Yeah. I mean, these are key players. Why can't our players do that for these supporters? It's always that the corporate bodies must come in.
Yep. Tony, I did listen to him very well. Good morning. Let's take it from the angle of the players. If it is possible for them to do something for the supporters to get in there, I think that would have been a perfect call. You understand? I will support that angle 100% because the supporters go in there not to support Kwesi Nyantakyi or go there to support FA officials. They sit back, right? They bring the ideas. But the supporters get in there to support the players. And the players feel that when they see the Ghanaian supporters in the stands, chanting all the good songs that they also can sing along, it gets them motivated. So then that it gets them moving to a higher standard. Then they can deliver better. But I don't see the reason why some of our players will not want to do it. Tony,
But the ministry says that, hey, there's no money this time.
Yeah, the ministry side will come to that angle. When Guntu was speaking, he did say something that I think it was a perfect something that he did say, right? If you get in there to support the players need your support. What prevents the players to also say that, yes, I want to give 1 CD or 2 CDs or 3 CDs?
I think that will be the next agenda we need to set over the next week.
You know what he said that I have been thinking about that for the past 10 minutes. This is the only black star that make the most money or that has made most money yeah. But yet we don't see anything. You understand? They made money from 2006 throughout the Nations Cup. They made money the 2010 World Cup. They are yet to make big money again. The 2014 World Cup. Between then, from then they go to Morocco. They will make big money again. But yet still they've won nothing for us. But yet still we keep pumping money to them because we believe that they have to win something for us. So what stops a single individual? For example, if Asamoah decides that I want to dedicate 1 month of my salary.
Which of the salary? The club level?
Yes, his club.
$200,000.
Yes, so 1 month comes up to $80,000. Tony, $80,000. I am sure it can take about over 500 supporters to Brazil because he needs them. It should not always almost be that the ministry will have to do that before the players will also enjoy from it. Then it means that that money we give you, you only pocket it, thinking that what you do on the pitch for that 90 minutes is all what we require from you. No. You understand? If somebody like Samuel Eto'o can pay so much to ensure that he gets the supporters to wherever the Cameroonian national team play, what prevents some of our players from also doing that? If Didier Drogba has done it and is still doing it, what prevents our players from also doing that?
I think that Gunter has raised really a very good salient point, and we need to support that. That the players must come to the supporters' aid. If government says he can't go, then they can do something.
But Tony,
because 10,000 each from each player could send this team to support them.
But you see, when you push that agenda so much, the players will tell you that without the supporters, they can go in there and play their own football.
And Gunter said it's not true.
Tony, they can play, but that's euphoria that they need to see some backing, right? They need to see some backing to give them that motivation, to keep them driving on. That might not be there. That is why sometimes when FIFA or CAF or any football organization wants to place huge punishment on you, you are made to play behind closed doors.
Closed doors.
You don't feel it so much. Even though you can go in there and
without
play what you are taught,
yeah.
but you don't feel it so much. The influence of the supporters also counts. Nobody should dispute that. The influence of it counts a lot. When the minister said that they were not going to take any supporter to Brazil. Tony, I have said it several times that this message of we won't take anybody to Brazil should have been said several years ago.
Not this time.
Not this time. It should have been said several years ago.
Before 2006.
Look, let's liken it to the Black Star players demanding 100,000 appearance fee. It is because it started from 2006. We didn't speak against it. It went on 2010. We didn't speak against it. It is now that we are realizing that the money keeps growing. That's why we now see that no, if we don't stop it somewhere, it will continue to grow. It is same as the supporter groups. When the supporters were flown from here to Germany to support the national team, we all felt that for the first time that we'll be playing at the World Cup, it was necessary that yes. Then again, 2010, we felt that, well, it had become a norm. All of a sudden, we are realizing that the supporters they are no longer important. That is why we say we don't have money.
Which is wrong.
Which is wrong. You understand? It is very, 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 very wrong. If we say we want to give the supporters money, Tony, I believe that we should tell the supporters, it should be a direct rule to them. This issue of we go round a particular issue that we don't want to hit it right, I don't feel so much comfortable with it. Because if we go straight and tell the supporters that we are not sending you unless all of you come together as one, then we can give you maybe 10 million. Finish.
But you had gone to the number of supporters, you know.
Tony, if you all come together as one, right, and government gives you 10 million, you can also go through your own personal sources to gather some money.
I think that when they go as a team, you'll get sponsors than going and say the Blue Sugar, Pro Sugar, something on phone. So, I mean, it
is way over 80 or something.
Maybe James will tell her
over 80 supporter groups in Ghana, Tony. And 80. Over 80 of them. Right?
Now, new ones are being formed. The minister says no. There should be a stop to this.
There should be a stop to it. That one too was a negative call from the minister. You can't stop anybody
freedom
from
of association.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand?
He
cannot do that.
You can't do that. It is wrong.
Yes. But he did say that because he felt so much intimidated by that issue of every morning before you get to the office,
some supporters, you know,
they'll be sitting at your doorstep wanting to get some money from you. So he said that out of that, look, you need to stop this. That is it. Yeah. You understand? It is not an issue of he believing that he wants to sound a warning to them that it should be stopped.
Okay.
No. But I think it wasn't a rightful call. But if you look at it from a different perspective, we will understand why he did say that. You get it? Tony, if we have over 80 of the supporter groups, I did tell you so many months ago that most of them, it is not about going there to support. It is about what the money they will make.
Brazil, Visa.
Tony, all of the over 80 supporter groups we have in Ghana, how many supporter groups do we have in Costa Rica now as I speak to you? How many of the supporter groups will want to go to Canada? And how many of the supporter groups are looking beyond Brazil and saying that they will go to Morocco?
A big question.
All of them wants to get to where the big issue is, at the World Cup. That is where money is. They will make money and sit back.
How do they make money?
Tony, they know how they make the money, and I know how. And I know how they make the money.
I should have asked Guntu about how they make their money.
You see?
Why do they sell tickets? Or
Tony, I'll tell you how they make the money.
Maybe another time we'll bring Guntu one-on-one with you so that we'll quiz him so he explains some of these things.
All of the over 80 supporter groups, right? Tony, I can tell you that they are not up to about 25 million. I mean, individually, they are not up to about 25 million. But the single supporter group in Nigeria, they are over 35 million. Over 35 million individuals.
Yeah.
But we have over 80 supporter groups that don't even get to 25 million of the whole nation population.
Yeah, it is true.
So where are we heading towards? It should be a direct call that if you want government to help you, all of you come together. We don't care who becomes your leader. We don't care who becomes.
Would you say maybe after the World Cup?
That is why the ministry will also say that when you are able to do that after the World Cup, when we are heading towards Morocco, we'll give you the money. Because Tony, what is the rationale behind it? To sit back from South Africa 2010. Between South Africa 2010 and the Nations Cup that was played, even the CHAN tournament that was played in South Africa again, that was about 3 years. Within that 3 years, how many supporter groups did we see coming up again? Right? It was virtually about 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But between the CHAN and now, as I speak to you, we've had over 40 supporter groups coming on board. Yeah. All of them targeting the World Cup. Is it the World Cup stage?
So, what is preventing them from coming under one umbrella?
Tony, it is because everybody believes that I must chop. You must also chop yours.
If Musuga has the biggest number of supporters,
yes,
followed by Gansu,
yes,
Insu,
yes,
Dayad,
yes. Tony, the issue is, if we sit here and we understand ourselves so much, we all sit back to say, you have over 1,000 supporters behind you, you as a leader. He has over 2,000 supporters behind you as a leader. I have over 7,000 supporters groups behind me as a leader. It means that I am the majority man here. Yeah. Let's all put our minds together. Immediately, let me become the chairman. Okay? And that should last for only a period of 6 months. Then we'll go into elections.
Okay.
So that nobody sits back to say that because you have enjoyed that monopoly for all these years, you have not been able to do anything. If you are given 6 months and you cannot do anything, elections will be here. You'll be voted out.
So the various heads will vote, not the supporters.
No, the various heads will vote. So if you win it again, then it means that you have the total backing.
I think
of
that
everybody.
Guntu is watching and they will take this.
If not, you see, if we all form one supporter group, maybe Uncle James supporter groups, then we are all behind or under Uncle James. When it gets to the period that we have to make money from somewhere to travel to go and support the team, what happens is that because we are behind we are under Uncle James, we sit back to believe that no, it seems there's some money changing hands somewhere, that Uncle James is not being honest with us. Let's step away from him. Organize about 20 of us, step away, also form another supporter group. That is what is happening.
Okay.
And it is not helping us.
Okay. Okay. So, if you just joined that you're watching, there's discussion on supporters, whether we should send them and how they should progress. I mean, now corporate bodies, and now they've brought a new directions that the players they are going to support, Samoa John, Michael Essien, Kevin Prince Boyd, all these players can dole out, I mean, $2,000 from each player. Say, okay, Ghana, this is the money, give it to our supporters to come and support us. Individuals like Rashid Smala have done it before. Awal Mohammed have done it, but this time, it seems that the corporate bodies are refusing to react. So the players, whoever knows a player, I know most of the players are watching, relatives of players are watching. So if a Jonathan Mensah will say, okay, Joe, maybe I'll send him a message that Jonathan, Misuga wants $2,000, bring it. He will do that. I know Jonathan will do that. I know he's a good supporter. Friend of the supporters union. Fatal, as for Fatal, just pick a call and say, Fatal, just bring $5,000 and he will do it. So I think that the players must take it. James, supporters.
Oh yeah, very interesting topic. You can look at it from various dimensions. So I don't know where to restrict myself. I'm disappointed that Guntu is not taking notes. He's listening, but it's better he takes notes. Because what you are saying is just a repetition of what you have said over and over again. And it's the truth. That is why we are able to sit down today and to emphasize and to beat our chest that we said it before. Now, who is a supporter? A supporter is somebody who gives encouragement to an athlete or somebody doing something in public. So without that support, that athlete doesn't get that total feelings, confidence that he has to excel. Diego Maradona said that Brazil won the Confederation Cup because of their supporters. And in fact, the prediction is that any team that plays against Brazil in this 2014 World Cup will be playing against the 12th player, that is the supporters group. Like Liverpool people have always said that they have the 12th player, the supporters. Sergio Ramos, he said they are going to play Manchester United in Old Trafford. That is begging Real Madrid supporters to come to that because
They cannot play against Manchester United. And they are vociferous supporters. So a supporter is very important. Guntu scored that the Black Stars should, the players should show some support. As been said for a long time, Ibrahim Boachi, it was published about 3 weeks ago, that the players should bring out something small. And I took my Tipex and raised that small. What is the meaning of something small?
You cancelled it?
I cancelled the small. They should bring out something and help the players. Because moving from one continent to the other is not a small thing. And you are not only going to South America, you are going to the south of South America. And you are not only going to the East Coast, you are going to the West Coast.
Right.
It means there will be it's a long journey. The ambassador came to join
FM, yeah.
And said that it's a very expensive venture. Yeah. And I want everybody to know that in as much we don't want government to pamper the supporters with some government funds, we also will appeal to government to encourage the corporate bodies that anybody that comes to the aid of sports development, including supporters trip, will be given tax rebate and other incentives. You see, the first messages should go together. Let me repeat it.
Okay.
The government should also make a very public knowledge that any company, any corporate body that assists in sports development, including the financing of supporters, will be giving incentives, including tax rebates.
Okay.
So when you are the corporate manager, you are aware that if I give Black Stars this amount of money, it will be deducted before they now come to calculate my tax on my net profit. Yeah. And if I give Gansu, Musiga, Insu, Millennium, Die Hard, should I stop?
No, continue.
Then I will not be taxed on that amount. It will be taken as if it's part of my expenses. Okay. Then we can have a harmonious society.
Okay.
Now, the issue over there. I'm very happy people are going to Polo, Ibambwa. They have all gone ahead. Though. They've gone ahead. They've done a lot of speed work. And some travel agencies.
I saw 600 passports from Misuga and Africa origin.
Thank you. Africa origin. Okay, Africa origin is doing well. Season travel is doing well. Campon. What I'm trying to say is that it's like every sector of the economy is touched by this Mundial. Yeah. Yes. We are not talking about those who are into the adverts. Assuming Blaster.
Maybe James will give you a lecture and you will look at the benefits.
And then the challenges. Yeah. We look at the two.
Okay.
Yes. Now let me progress by saying that the supporters group have learned one lesson now. That the united front will be more attractive than these individual groups. And like I've been saying, I remember me and you 5 years ago. Yeah. I said individuals should subsume their personal interest into the group interest. Oh? Yeah. So all the supporters group, the leadership can hold a quick meeting. Like they did before we played the first leg against Egypt. Yeah. When they came together, they went to the spiritual leader, Dr. Sharubutu, the chief imam himself. They went to the Christian pastors, the men of God. They prayed for them. They did everything. We had a very massive win. Yeah. So all aspects of the society, all individuals should come together to see that this is a very big platform. Like Sanadara is trying to say, but it's not putting it very well. The marketability of the Blaster is easy than any other commodity that we are exporting. Because Nigeria, for example, pay a lot of money to advertise on CNN and BBC about the country. Whilst Blaster, the Ghana needs only Blaster to play a very good match, and then everybody hears about Ghana. Okay. I think for now, that is what I will say.
James said it. You were looking at the supporters angle, and you've heard it. If you just join, maybe your submission also be welcomed on the show. And quickly, we shift our attention to another issue with us, Kwesiapia and his technical men moving to Liverpool, and people are asking at this time. And I know Apari has a very big issue. They came from Manchester City and they are going to Liverpool, and the next time maybe they will be in Spain. And I don't know. I'm going to say 61 days, maybe from their calendar. They say we just have April, May. And that is it. And the World Cup. Apari, 4 technical men moving to Liverpool to go for tips. That is what we hear. What tips?
For tips from Rogers.
Rogers, yeah.
Liverpool coach, right?
Yeah.
Tony, once again, it goes a long way to tell everybody that Kwesiapia is trying to find his feet before the World Cup time comes. You understand? But even Tony, before I even continue on this line, anybody who is listening to me, right, and will want to pass my speech on to whoever they go to gossip to, that level of hypocrisy, they should listen to it very well, so that when they are talking, they'll be able to say exactly what I say. If you go on a learning tour, he came back from Manchester City, where he went to meet Pellegrini and all of the technical men in Manchester City, because he felt that there was something important that he had to learn from Manchester City. Yes, he's back. He did bring back some good ideas. That is what we are presuming. Then he says he's going back again with some of his technical guys to go and meet Rodgers in Liverpool, because he still believes that they still have more learning to do before the tournament is here with us. It wouldn't have been any big problem with me, Tony. But my problem here is that if we believe that he needs all of this assistance, why should it be this time that we are so close to the World Cup? Is it a period that he's going to learn fresh ideas to come and implement? Is it a period that he's going to look at facilities, which I don't think that is what we are looking for now?
The timing is wrong.
Tony, the timing, for me, it is not right.
Is it that Kwesi Appiah is not a World Cup coach?
Tony, he is trying to position himself very well to match up with the high-class coaches that he will be coming up against.
Yeah, James will come up with a list of coaches that will be facing.
Because he believes that look, if he doesn't equip himself so much with the knowledge of the game, and he gets to Brazil, what might happen to him might not be a positive something for himself and the whole nation. So he's trying to equip himself so well so that when at the time that he begins to play the games in Brazil, he might have taken some ideas from whoever he might have went to before he came to the World Cup.
So you think the timing is wrong and it's unnecessary?
Tony, you see, I believe that you can consult, right? I don't have any problem with him consulting. But the issue of wanting to go and consult Uncle James, go and consult Tony, go and consult somebody, go and consult about 4, 5, 6, 7 people before you come back to write your notes. What stops you from saying that, look, if it is Rodgers that I believe so much in, if it is Pellegrini that I believe so much in, these are the guys that I want them to come on board, to come and help me. If that is the ultimate aim of what Kwesi Appiah is trying to do, I don't have any problem with that. You get it? Because if you want anybody to advise you, the presence of that individual at your training grounds, every point in time, will send some positive message onto your players. Then your players will be able to bring that to bear in the games. But if you only go in there to go and learn from James, you go and learn from A, you go and learn from B, you go and learn from C, you go and learn from Tony. At the end of it all, which one would you tell me that you will want to apply? So if he believes that Pellegrini, Rodgers, whoever, 3 or 4 individuals are those that he believes will be able to help him so much, he should quickly send a letter to the FA, to the ministry, then it should be approved for him. You get it? So it will be a daily communication issue between himself and the 4 remaining guys.
Okay.
Because this issue of today, you travel in here to go and meet another coach. Tomorrow you travel in here to go and meet another coach. I don't have any problem with that. But if he believes that that is what is going to help him, fine, fair be it. But I am saying that the most important thing would have been that if it is Pellegrini, if it is Rodgers, that he believes that will help him, he should just write a letter to the FA that I need Pellegrini, I need Rodgers to come and help me. And it should be as simple as that. Because
if you watch all the coaches that are built for the World Cup,
yes,
none of them seems to be taking this
Tony,
lessons anywhere. Not even Stephen Keshi.
It is because Kwesi Appiah is not there yet. That is the truth.
So we are presenting somebody who is not.
Tony, it is because Kwesi Appiah is not there yet as a world-class coach.
But some people believe he qualified as.
Tony, if you qualify the thing, it doesn't mean you are a world-class coach.
Oh, okay. So what about Stephen Keshi and co? Are they up to the task?
Stephen Keshi is ahead of Kwesi Appiah.
Well, he has been there as a head coach before.
Yes. Kwesi Appiah was there as assistant. And the whole issue did not stop with him. He didn't have that ultimate power to make the final decisions.
Okay.
Right? But this time, he's going to take the responsibility. He will have to make that final decision.
Is it panicking or fear?
All inclusive. That is the truth, Tony. All inclusive. Because you cannot tell me that Joachim
are we seeing failure written all over?
He doesn't want us to see failure in him. That is why he's trying to prevent it. That is what he's doing. Because he knows that if he doesn't pick positive lessons from wherever that they will have to come from, and he gets in there, it might be dangerous for him, and it might be dangerous for Ghana as well. So it is good for him to go out there to pick lessons from whoever he believes will be able to help. Because it is through these lessons that he will implement at the training ground, and that should reflect in our games. If they don't reflect in our games, it means that he will be in trouble and the whole country will descend on him. And because he doesn't want the whole country to descend on him or brand him as a failure, that is why he's watching carefully and pinpointing the individuals that should be able to help him to make a positive impact in the tournament. Because you cannot tell me that German coach Joachim Löw will sit back one day, decide that yes, he will have to go to consult somebody, and because he believes that he needs something, he needs to learn something, so he has to go and consult somebody. I am not saying that the high-class coaches don't consult. They consult, but they have a way of consulting. You understand? They can read their own technical books. They can meet, discuss tactics. They can meet, discuss issues about the development of the game. They can meet, discuss all of that about the improvement of the game. And you pick lessons, and that is it. But if you begin to go one-on-one, it means that you are sending a message to everybody that, look, without all of these lessons that I pick, without it, I don't think we'll be so much successful. And for me, I don't have any problem with that, because he's only trying to build his technical level so then that when he gets to the World Cup, it doesn't become a problem for him, because we are all looking at him to be successful. And he knows very well that the issue here will be that the first Ghanaian to have taken the Black Stars to the World Cup was either successful or not successful. And for him to be successful means that he has to learn. If you don't learn, I don't see how he will be successful. But for the issue is, the timing is my problem. If he wants to learn from 4 or 5 individuals and he believes that they are the ones that can help him, Tony, let him write the letter to the FA and let the FA get those individuals for him. Let them come and sit with him day in, day out, then they will learn. I believe in that better than traveling every now and then. That will not help him so much.
Oh, okay. So I believe that the timing is wrong. So Coach Kwesi Appiah, please revise your notes again. James, yeah. Coach Kwesi Appiah, is he ready for the World Cup?
He's ready. We have got to a stage where we have to give him everything that he needs, or he says that at this time.
But Pai says it's wrong. The timing is wrong.
He's talking against the future.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, the trip has been approved. They are going. So I don't want to dwell so much on the importance or the timing of the trip. Am I okay? And what I'm trying to say is that now we have to give him everything he wants. Otherwise, you find an alibi that it is because I was not allowed to go to Liverpool. That's why I couldn't get the tactics right.
Okay.
So learning from other coaches is not bad. But the important thing is that do the coaches who are going to have the same philosophy of the game? For example, the 2 people you went to, they believe in attacking football. The 2, Rogers and Pellegrini. So when he goes to people like this, then he's right. But when he shifts and moves to a defensive-oriented coach like Mourinho, then you are going to confuse yourself. So I believe that in the game, as a coach, you should have only one principle. I took my my lessons right from 1978 from Cesar Minotti, the Argentine national coach. He said, "Attaque, misilionos footballo attaque." Say attack. There is nothing in football other than to attack. So that's how they play the 78 Cup of.
How did he say it?
Attaque, footballo Alonso attaque. Attack. There's nothing in football other than to attack.
That's Spanish?
Yes.
Or Portuguese?
No, let's go.
There's no energy.
So that is his philosophy. Then you have Maldini and co, the Italian legends, who believe that you should allow the opponent to be over-pampered by playing in your own half of the field, and then you take him on, counter. They score 1, and that's the end of the game. In the 60s and part of 70s, you could predict the results of the Italian national team. Because you can say that they win 1-0 or 2-1. You cannot say 4-1 or 5. No, that's not their culture. But now they have changed it. So in this one-goal project that the Serbians brought to us, is that what Kwesi is going to play? Because I see him still playing that team with some counterfeit, using Waris and Asamoah as if they are dual strikers. No, we should know if you are playing 2, play 2. If you are playing 1, play 1. Or parody, then we know that is the system of. So this idea of scoring 1 goal in the World Cup will not help us. I would suggest, in my humble way, that we should use 2 strikers, no matter the formation he plays, so that one can, especially the strong feet. If somebody is very strong on the left foot, then he should play on the left side, and the other one should play on the right side, as one can play on the right side. So I think the trip is necessary. He should come home quickly.
He should come home quickly. So Kwesi, whether he is ready for the World Cup, that is your thoughts. 1760 is the text line. And later on the show, I'll activate the phone lines. We're looking at our supporters. We are now looking at Kwesi strip. And this time, I'll shift the next topic. I'll shift into the camp of Accra folk. James, why will a head coach decide to change his backroom staff?
Because he didn't select them in the first place. That's the main reason.
So when you're appointed, you need to move to a team with your backroom staff?
No, it depends on the policy of the club. I took Daily Graphic, Peter Sebe and Michael Kwe to Nanasike Jemfi some years ago. That is when Kwesi was the assistant and he was asking for $7,000, you remember? So people were saying that, why should they choose Kwesi and make him the assistant? And they were asking the coach, what coach was it? Plavi, eh?
Yeah, Plavi.
Then Nanasike Jemfi said, ideally, you only appoint the head coach and let him choose his own staff, his assistants, his Mazoya, everything. So that when he's going, he goes with them. But immediately you have Opare as a head coach with this group of people as his backroom staff. When he has gone, especially when he departs in a very acrimonious...
So when Duncan left, they should have followed?
No, they should not follow. What is the policy? That's my first statement. What is House of Folk policy? Do they appoint the Mazoya, the assistant coach and all those things?
Yeah, they appoint.
They appoint, very good. So Polo should not come to tell them that they should change the team, because he didn't. No, that is what the club does. So in the House of Folk situation, Polo has drawn it to the ears of everybody that there's sabotage by the backroom staff. So if that is his problem, you have to put it in front of the management, and the management will weigh this observation with their own internal policy. I think that there should be an amendment. For us to get the slots, I think as of they are going for the number 2 position on the league, so that they can go to Africa. Let us give Polo what he wants. Ajay and Co. Ajay Baya, you understand? Then they bring in Polo. You yourself give us a list of the people you want. And mind you, the people coming, they are also coming to meet a new set of players they have never worked with. So there's going to be a complex issue. How many matches? I think 9. I would have suggested that Polo should exercise patience and work with the staff to the end of the season. But
they are gone. It brought new players, new ex-players of the club. Amankwa Meko,
Amankwa is the team manager. Who is going to do the Mansoya job? It's not Amankwa, it's not Dida. Dida is going to be goalkeeper coach. What about the other key people? The assistant coach. I mean, they are still searching. Maybe Opare will tell us much. Maybe Opare will tell us. But what I'm trying to say is that if I were to advise Neil Armstrong, I would have said that they should call Polo that work with this old team to the end of the season. 9 matches more. And we are not being threatened so much because... But he was seeing danger ahead. Maybe he could lose... For the 9 matches, where you are going to play 5 home, 4 away. Win your 5 home, then you stay in the number 2 position. Win your 5 home. The outside matches are not predictable because of officiating, crowd violence, and so on and so forth. But win all your 5 matches. So it was wrong at the time? Yes. Next should have put his feet down. That's the policy. The club appoints the backroom staff, so you work with them. Obari, what happened? This week we had a House of Folk parting ways with
according to Neil Armstrong, it was the club's restructuring system that took off the backroom staff.
Yes, Tony, we all know in football management that decisions are not taken, or decisions are taken based on several factors. I don't believe that the decision to have changed the 4 guys, the goalkeeper's coach, the welfare officer, the assistant coach, and the junior team coach was based on only one single issue, that everybody believes that it is Polo who called for that. He cannot work with all of those guys. The decision was a management decision, because the management believes so much that we need to progress faster than this rate. And for the club to progress in terms of winning games on the pitch, and for the club to also, and for the supporters, to also see that good telepathic play from the players, then it means that we have to inject fresh ideas who will be able to help Polo at the level that management believes that should be the best for a bigger club like Hearts of Oak. That is why the decision was taken. Okay. Because it was based on the bigger interest of Hearts of Oak, not for the interest of not because anybody hated all of the 4 guys that went away. It was simply to improve on Hearts of Oak on the pitch. That is why the management decided that if we look at the team currently, these are the areas that were lacking. Then we need fresh individuals to work in there, bring new ideas, pump that into the players, put everybody in good shape. Then we can keep fighting ahead. That was simply what the decision was based on. It wasn't any issue of somebody deciding somewhere that I cannot work with A, I cannot work with B, or I cannot work with C. It was because management decided that we needed fresh individuals to come in to help Polo to push the team to the necessary height that we've all been looking for.
But James was saying that with just 9 matches, you could have kept this team manager, assistant coach.
Tony, you see, in every managerial decision, you need to look at it from every side of the angle before you arrive at a definite decision. Okay. The reason here is that, don't forget that it is only between Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko that the gap is so wide. That's 11 points. You get it. But between Hearts of Oak, Mediema, Heart of Lions, it is not
very close.
Yes, very close. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3. If you are not able to hold your fort for yourself on the pitch, and you don't take care, and you flop, you slip one game, you could be flying down to 4th or 5th position, and that is not what we are looking at. Even if in the event that we do not win the league, we should not go beyond 2nd. Okay. All of these decisions, all of these factors come into play. You are looking at either winning the league or at least maintaining your position at 2nd spot. Because don't forget that the FA Cup, we are already out, and the only way we can play in Africa is to either win the league or play 2nd. And for you to protect that cause means that you needed to take definite decisions that will be able to help the cause. And for me, that is what the decision was based on, because we believe that we needed fresh ideas to get in to come and help Polo, so then that everything can go very well for the team.
So enough of us, folks. Don't forget the Champions League draw was also on, where Barcelona is playing Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund, and also PSG against Chelsea, Manchester United against Bayern Munich. These are big matches that will be coming up. I know Opari and James will just do a quick one. But don't forget the Black Maidens were also superb. Our Maidens are, they beat North Korea. They went to beat Germany. And they're coming up against Canada today. It's really going to be a big game. Your predictions too as well. Quickly, let me activate the phone lines. 0302211-705, 0302211-706. You can also join us. It is the sports review. We've looked at the supporters. Kwesi appears straight to Liverpool. Hearts of Oak second backroom staff. Champions League draw and the Black Maidens. All your thoughts are welcome. Quick one, James. Champions League draw.
It's a beautiful draw. Anybody who has money to gamble should keep his money, because the results can disappoint him. We have some clubs we call cathedral clubs. Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Juventus. All these clubs are clubs that at any given day, they will live up to expectation. But when the draw was made, and I saw the champions in heaven, Manchester United, playing against an institution, the Bayern Munich, I said, oh wow, one of them will go out. And I'm very, very happy for Manchester United because they can draw on the inspiration of that magical night. And when they beat Bayern Munich 2-1 to lift the Champions Cup. So Jay, you remember those when Samuel Kufo fumbled? Based on that, they can now evoke that spirit, get their supporters to feed Old Trafford for the first leg, and then go into Germany where they don't normally do very well to go for a draw. So I'm looking at Manchester United progressing.
With their form currently?
The form is what Martha has said. They are not playing because they are good. There are many good teams. Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, all those things. But they don't have the spirit. They don't have the spirit
to play.
The spirit. The Martha said they want to evoke the spirit of Manchester United. From 1958, that spirit has been there and it will continue.
Okay, let me go to the line. I have my man, Apirigu Chakapama, Ibrahim in Cancer. Apirigu, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done very, very well for devoting this particular day for we the supporters.
Yes.
I think congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Let me take this opportunity to greet my father, Mr. James Oyedeji. Not forgetting Mr. Opare Ado, my senior man. Coming to the issue on supporters. You see, some of us, let me also acknowledge Mr. Guntu. He spoke very, very well. And this time, you know, how Guntu speaks, we always want him to be, going to programs to talk for we supporters, you understand? If not me, Aziz Haruna, one-man supporter, I think Guntu, that's when you come, we speak properly about Ghana supporters. Coming to the issue, I'm just appealing to the corporate bodies to come to the aid of supporters, because football without supporters is like taking cocoa without sugar, or eating fufu without soup. It can't be possible. Okay. So we are appealing to the corporate bodies to come to our aid, help. And then you see, some of us, it's not because of Brazil that we are doing this supporters union. Okay. We are doing it to help the nation, motherland Ghana. And you can see the good ones after Brazil. After the Brazil, you will see the good supporters union who really have this thing that they want to support. Okay. There's so many ahead of us. But for now, I'm appealing to the corporate bodies to come to our aid so that we can go to Brazil and then support well. My greetings and congratulations to Honorable Evis Efi Yankra. We are praying. Let's all pray for this man. With his good intention, I believe sports will be somewhere to the next stage, which no one has ever done before. Okay. Thank you very much. And then I wish House of Hope the best of luck too. Thank you.
Apirigu, thank you very much for calling us. Let me go straight to Andy. Andy, where are you calling us from?
Akimoda.
Akimoda, Andy, what do you have for us this morning?
Yeah, I want to suggest that what the decision coach as have taken is 100%. It's 100% because he insisted him for not going, and there's first time where you're going to brief the FA that he requested this one, and FA will look to provide him. And again, let's give the money that we're supposed to give staff to these ladies, because they are locally based, they don't have any money, and then those call themselves professional hospitals. They have but see demand this one. And what are they doing for the Ghana? So the money we're supposed to give to them, that I should rather give to the ladies, and one supposed to give to the ladies should give to the blasters. Okay. And then let's take the ladies keeper to go to this Adam Quality Radars at workout. Thank you.
Opinions are like noses. Everybody is entitled to one. The man says that he believes that the maidens goalkeeper, Adam, she should go and replace Kwara. I say, I don't know where this man is coming from, but opinions are like noses.
No, it's not opinion. It's just
sarcastic. He's being sarcastic.
Yes, sarcastic, and then he's exaggerating the wonderful performance of the
goalkeeper. Okay, let me go to Gambaga. Who do I have from Gambaga? Rather unfortunate Malam Hussein. Malam, good morning. Long time, Malam.
Yeah, Tony, good morning.
Yeah,
It's rather Malam Fauzi.
Oh, Malam Fauzi. Okay, Malam, what do you have for us this morning?
Good morning, Tony. And good morning, Uncle James. Opari and Uncle James, you are doing a good job for Mother Ghana. Uncle James, I love your speech. But before then, the issue of supporters. Yeah, it's very important. I don't want to dwell much on that, but it's very important. Let us iron out the issue and help them go, because they are very, very important. They are our inspiration. And the next thing I want to talk about is about our coach at Liverpool. I think I'm not doubting the fact that Opari said through his analysis is like he's very late. Yeah, but what I want to say is that it's better late than never.
Okay.
And then, if at all we are saying that Kwesi Appiah is not good, is not up to the task, let us give him a chance, because don't forget about the word domestication. Even at all, if you are taking Kwesi Appiah out of the scene, we should make sure that a Ghanaian feels his boots, because the monkey learned to jump from tree to tree without falling. So let us give him a chance, at least. This is not time for criticism, please. Let us help him. Yeah, let us give ideas that can send us back. I think let us support him, so that when even he fails, we know that he has tried.
It's our own.
We learn from mistakes. That is it. Learn from mistakes.
Okay, Malam. Malam, thank you very much this morning for your submission. Let me go to Gambo from Sunyani. Kumasi Rada. Gambo, good morning. What do you have for me this morning, Gambo?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, boy. The problem is, I want to talk about the supporter groups.
No problem. Go ahead.
You know, one man supporter started it way back 1991. Well, there's no supporting group apart from him. Since he started coming through World Cup 2006, 2010, we have so many supporting groups. I don't know. The government can even help those supporting groups to go and support us to Brazil. But who is going to lead the group? So my problem is, why don't they call one-man supporter? Because he is the founder of those groups.
These groups, okay.
Yeah. So the president can call him, sit with him, and then discuss with him, so that he can know how to give them the money to go and support the boys. The boys can even bring money to the supporting groups. But who is going to lead them? To the Brazil 2014.
Okay.
So that's my problem.
Okay.
The government should intervene and then control them and follow us to the 2014 World Cup.
Yes, thank you, Gambo from Kumasi. Thanks for your submission. Gambo believes that the government must step in and put them under one umbrella by force. And is that possible? Who do I have on the line again? So many calls coming in. You can also join us 0302211704, 0302211705. Let me go to Chifopraso. Who do I have from Chifopraso? Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
My name is Evan Vogel from Chifopraso.
Oh, okay. What do you have for us?
I will tackle the issue of the black maidens. They are doing very, very well.
Why?
You know, we didn't have hope in them when they were playing for the tournament, but from the look of things,
you never had hope in them.
Yeah,
they were bronze medalists in the last time. So why wouldn't you have hope in them?
They will flop. But then as time goes on, no, I can see that they are gradually finding their feet and they are doing well. We pray that they lift the cup for the country, Ghana. Also, I'll talk about the Kwesi Appiah issues. You know, it is never bad to learn. You know, we are heading toward the World Cup, and if he feels that he wants to learn something from a renowned coach, I think it's laudable, and we should give him the chance to do that. It's all for the betterment of the country. So we pray that come what may, we go to Brazil and as well. So that's what I have to say.
Right. Thank you very much for your submission. Let me go to my next caller from Cantona from Akachi. Cantona, good morning.
Good morning, Tony.
How are you doing? And how is Akachi and everybody?
Everybody is fine, Tony.
Okay, what do you have for me?
I'm really enjoying the show this morning.
Thanks.
By respect to Kosia Pia going to Liverpool, there's absolutely nothing wrong about that. Because at the World Cup, we need that discipline coaches will be able to survive at the World Cup to progress from our group. So him going to Liverpool to learn, there's absolutely nothing wrong about that.
Okay.
In respect of the black maidens, I think they are doing well. We need the support of every Ghanaian. At the end of the day, they will leave the trophy for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The man called me from Akachi and he has made it all right here. And I said I need to close my doors on my phone lines because our time is fast spent and it's still on the sports review. If you just join us, we're talking about Coach Kwesi Appiah, the supporters, Accra folks sacking backroom staff, Champions League draw, the Black Maidens in Costa Rica, they will play in Canada today, and issues upon issue, Black Stars money here and there, appearance fee, and so on. So let me come back to the studio. Let me wrap up with James. James,
sir,
you have a long list of coaches.
Yes, there's an institution that has brought up the best 50 coaches in the world.
Which Kwesi Appiah is 42nd?
42 years. Yeah. And the only other African is Keshi, the boss, 24. My interest is in the top 10. If I had to reduce it even to top 7. 16. No, 7.
Okay.
In this 1 to 7, Kwesi Appiah is going to play against 3 of them.
And these are?
And these are, 1, Jo Chan Lo of Germany, German coach. Is going to play against Cesare Pandelli, the Italian coach. Then Jürgen Klinsmann, the United States coach. This is a big tax. It means Kwesi Appiah is going to climb a very slippery.
Is he playing against Italy?
No. I'm talking of the group stage.
Yeah, we are not playing with Italy.
No, I didn't.
You said Pandelli. We are not playing with Pandelli.
It's a Bento.
Bento, yeah.
Bento, yes. He's playing against Bento Portuguese, who is number 7. That's why I came to 7. He's playing against Jürgen Klinsmann, who's number 5. And then he's playing against the second best, John Chamlo of Germany. So whether we like it or not, Kwesi Appiah alone will be climbing a very slippery slope. So he needs all the support he can get. The support, define as you want it, define as you want it, define as I want it. Okay. But he needs a lot of support.
Okay, a lot of support. Opai, your final words.
Yes, Tony, nobody should get me wrong that what Kwesi Appiah, the steps he's taking to learn from some individuals, I'm saying it's not right. No, I'm saying that if he needs support from 4 or 5 or 10 individuals, he should write a letter to the FA and let them get those individuals to him. Then he can sit back and
he doesn't go to them.
Then he'll sit back and he'll pick ideas from them.
Okay.
And Tony, this issue of the Black Maidens, between the Black Maidens and the senior national team, if the Black Maidens wins the World Cup, would we be happy with that?
No.
But
to be sincere.
Yes, but we are waiting for the senior national team, the Black Stars, to win the World Cup. Yeah. Between them, which one has a higher possibility, probability?
That is the Maidens.
Yes. So why is the support not there? I rest my case.
FA Cup match is coming up over the weekend.
My team, to the Mighty Jets.
James wants to talk about.
To the Mighty Jets. They are playing against Ashgold in Obuasi.
But are you still part of the team?
Yes, I'm part of the team. It's a family team.
Oh, okay.
And I look at the crystal ball.
I need to come and look for.
Yes, I look at the crystal ball this morning, and I saw the Mighty Jets players jubilating at the end of the match.
Okay. James Energy always on track, and I know Toaster. Hey, this morning, good morning to you, Toaster, and Ernest, Baba in North Carolina. He says he always watches this show, and I tell you, this is the show. You are part of the show and the discussion, and thanks to all our callers who called from all over the region, and thanks to our producers, of course, our cameraman, everybody who made this show possible, our director, Kenoto, and once again, good morning to my sweetheart, Princess Safako. I know by now you are sleeping, but that says good morning to you and to everybody who made this show possible. And as the Germans will say, Auf Wiedersehen, ich gehe nach Hause. Bye-bye.